It is my delight and it is a privilege to be on this platform and talk to you.
Delighted
Uh,
to have you, sir.
yes, you are getting my voice
Yes,
clearly, right?
perfect, sir.
Right. What I have done is I have kept my speaker volume low so that there is no disturbance, and hence uh, then later on when I'll have questions, I'll increase the volume.
Okay.
Right. So uh, uh, ये जो अंडरग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स हैं मैं खास उनके लिए आई मीन दिस सेगमेंट is I hope you realize how lucky you are to be selected in this all India selection for BIIS, Biotechnology Ignition Innovation Ignition School, and then being selected here for this purpose. uh, ये समझो कि भाई तुम्हारी तो निकल पड़ी. Okay, I know that you have been passionate for biotechnology, but being selected in BIIS, okay, these are the ignited people. These are the ones who will actually uh, start looking forward, who will start working on to specific projects of their choice in course of time, and you will find that it is such a big opportunity. So, now having said that, um, obviously my entire talk, which is on role of state government in promoting entrepreneurship and innovation, but is to share with you as to how can state government help you. Okay, especially government of Gujarat can help you in realizing your dream, or because you are those ignited self who will be looking forward to developing an innovative product or innovative project that you will be working upon. So how can the state government support you? Okay, so with this objective I'll take you through some of these slides. Okay. First thing first, of course, many thanks to Professor Gupta, many thanks to the hard work that everyone puts in, Dr. Megha Barot, and I'm sure they have a very strong team. Chitan Bhai is there, Shahila is there, then this Dr. Kathiria is there. So all of you guys who are doing good work, so many thanks to you. Thanks also to the mission director GSBTM current and past, who have given us the freedom to work the way we would want to. Team GSBTM, team CIC, team STBI. I also like to remember a large number of these mentors. Okay, मेरे जो teachers रहे हैं who have been very impressionable. Okay, so Bhosle sir, Ekiri sir, Tatta sir, there are a lot of these people who have come into my life and who have influenced me. Uh, so I will want to thank all of them. Right. And though I'm not an expert, but then please take this as some food for thinking and then developing it further. Obviously, I'm always there to help you whichever way you would want me to help you on so many number of other matters. So the topic, of course, is role of state government in promoting entrepreneurship and innovation. But there are two components. The state government, I can focus on that as well. But importantly, to promote entrepreneurship and innovation, why should government be promoting entrepreneurship and innovation? ये सवाल आता है ना, right? तो आप लोग, most of you, I believe, would want to do research, right? तो रिसर्च करना है तो इनोवेशन तो चलो समझ में आता है, लेकिन entrepreneurship की बात क्यों आ रही है? Right. So why does government support the startup systems? I'm using the term startup ecosystems because entrepreneurship and innovation together comes up over here. Or the same thing I'm just rephrasing. How are technopreneurial startups देशभक्त? ओके, तो देशभक्ति करनी है तो जाके बॉर्डर पे गोली खाओ ना, अकेला वो नहीं है, इसके साथ और भी कुछ मैटर्स हैं और वो मैंने इधर संजोने की कोशिश की है. हाउ डज गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट स्टार्टअप सिस्टम्स, इस पे भी मैंने कुछ स्लाइड्स जोड़े हैं. अच्छा, मैं ये भी इंप्रेशन नहीं देना चाहता कि जो भी है वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ही कर रही है. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया भी बहुत कुछ कर रही है, तो थोड़ा सा झलक मैं उसकी दूंगा, बट ऑब्वियसली आई हैव बीन आस्क्ड टू स्पीक ऑन स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, सो ज्यादातर टाइम आई टॉक अबाउट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. Where all can I benefit from if I endeavor on this path? This is the most important question that you will most probably want to ask yourself. Where can I, मैं कहाँ से क्या benefit ले सकता हूँ if I endeavor on this path? Okay. और ये मेगा ने जो अच्छे अच्छे शब्द बोले, लेकिन बेनिफिट्स फ्रॉम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, वो बुलाते बड़े लोगों को, बड़े मतलब बड़ी कुर्सी में बैठने वाले लोगों को बुलाते इसके लिए हैं ताकि वो कुछ बेनिफिट करा सके पार्टिसिपेंट्स का, राइट. सो आई कम फ्रॉम सम ऑफ दीज ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस लाइक गुजरात स्टेट बायोटेक्नोलॉजी मिशन, सावली टेक्नोलॉजी एंड बिजनेस इंक्यूबेटर. तो ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आपको क्या बेनिफिट करा सकता है, तो इसके बारे में मैं आपको बताऊंगा, और क्या क्या इंसेंटिव्स अवेलेबल है, हाउ टू अप्लाई, इसके बारे में भी थोड़ा सा इंफॉर्मेशन बताऊंगा. सो दिस इज द flow that I propose to take you through. Okay. There are a couple of words that we will keep on speaking every now and then. Innovation. Okay. अब इनोवेशन वर्सेस रिसर्च, तुमने तो सोचा था कि यार मैं तो रिसर्च करूंगा बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के फील्ड में, एक दिन पीएचडी बनूंगा, मेरे नाम के आगे डॉक्टर लगेगा, और जो मेरे मंसूबे, जो मेरी मुरादें मेडिकल डॉक्टर बनने की नहीं पूरी हुई, वो मैं इस तरीके से पूरे करूंगा, है ना. सो अ लॉट ऑफ यू आई एम श्योर would have been thinking in this lines, but then अब आके पता चल रहा है कि रिसर्च नहीं बाबा, इनोवेशन करो. सो व्हाट इज इनोवेशन? इनोवेशन हर चीज में होता है. इनोवेशन इन पैकेजिंग होता है, इनोवेशन इन पैकेजिंग हो सकता है, इनोवेशन इन इन प्रोसेस फ्लो हो सकता है, इनोवेशन इन डॉक्यूमेंटेशन हो सकता है, हर चीज में इनोवेशन हो सकता है. सो व्हाट आर वी देन टॉकिंग अबाउट? ओके, so the moment we say innovation, it means if you can do any particular task, okay, more effectively, which means faster, better, and sooner. Faster or sooner, sorry, better efficiency, and with lesser inputs. Input kharcha versus amdani, input versus output. If that ratio can be bettered, then it is innovation. If you can do it faster, okay, तो भी है. एंड इफ यू कैन डू इट बेटर मतलब क्लीनर एनवायरनमेंट ऐसा कुछ करके, तो देन दैट इज इनोवेशन, राइट. सो रिसर्च के कॉन्ट्रास्ट में, जब रिसर्च इज एनीथिंग, नीड नॉट, आई मीन इट इज टू इन्वेस्टिगेट, राइट. योर रिजल्ट्स कुड बी नेगेटिव, योर रिजल्ट्स कुड बी पॉजिटिव, बट दे आर रिजल्ट्स, राइट. सो रिसर्च वर्सेस इनोवेशन ये होता है. फिर एक रिसर्च के साथ हम लोग हमेशा वी टॉक ऑफ रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट. सो research and development are two different words, which also means that development is not research. Development is something else. So what is development? What in research you investigate the matter, but eventually when you develop it into a product or a process or a prototype, okay, then that becomes a development component. Okay, you ought to develop it into something tangible. So hence R&D का जो D है, development, it stands for this. Followed by that translation, okay, which means now your finding, okay, whatever is your research finding, it should get translated into some good, either societal good or commercial good. Okay, what do I mean by that? जो आपने कुछ रिसर्च फाइंडिंग किया, उससे किसी का तो भला हो. ओके, मैं लोगों का ऐसा नहीं, प्लांट्स का भला हो सकता है, एनिमल्स का भला हो सकता है, एनवायरमेंट का भला हो सकता है, किसी का भी भला हो, तब जाके वो ट्रांसलेशन होता है. आपने रिसर्च किया, कुछ नहीं, वो थीसिस के फॉर्म में पढ़ा रहा लाइब्रेरी में, कोई मतलब का है, इसमें तो पैसा लग गया अपना, हमने पैसा डाला, कुछ पता किया, और फिर वो थीसिस के फॉर्म में बंद करके रख दिया, तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं रहता है. सो दिस वे, you will find that translation happens to be a very important component of this whole value chain. Innovation, hence, is how you do it, whatever you do, inclusive of research. But then development, you can also do development innovatively. Okay, you want anyone has a question out there? or we will have questions towards the end.
So we don't have any questions. You can continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Right. So this was the slide we were upon, and hence translation gives meaning to this entire flow, right? So let me move to the next slide and let me show you these two pictures. I just love them. Okay, ये भी एक चाय की किटली है, ये भी चाय बनाता है इधर, ये भी देखो एक ये टी पोस्ट भी तो एक, एंड इंटरेस्टिंगली दिस टी पोस्ट हैज बीन फॉर्म्ड बाय अ माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट. ओके, जो फ्रेंचाइजी, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस फ्रेंचाइजी, जो टी पोस्ट पर से बनाने वाला जो ओरिजिनेटर था, इज अ माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट, actually a college dropout from Rajkot. Okay, but can you mark that you have some foreigners coming and enjoying tea here? Eventually, this is where you have foreign exchange coming into India. Okay, so I'm putting this picture to explain how can researchers or technopreneurs help in nation building, right? If you can do some research onto how you can make better teas, right, and then build a commercial model around it, build a business model around it, build some IP, intellectual property around it. Now, TPOS, this has a trademark. This one is a trademark, right? Some IP related to it. Eventually, you are building value. And once a value is built, okay, this is how you can attract foreign exchange, and this is how you can help in economic building of the nation, right? And this is where you get to see technopreneurs help in nation building. Okay, I want to dwell a little more. Now I'm going in a technologically intensive manner now. Okay, you get to see the number of tech startups in US versus China versus India. The graph is given here. Okay, but interestingly, all of you know the story of WhatsApp being bought over by Facebook, right? For 19 billion US dollars, right? अब आप सोचिए एक छोटी सी कंपनी थी जिसका स्टाफ मेंबर सब मिलाकर के ओनली 32 पीपल वेयर देयर. ओके, तो ये कितनी छोटी कंपनी होगी और कितना बड़ा काम कर रही थी. व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, तुम लोगों का भी व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बन गया होगा. इधर पहला सबसे पहला काम आप आते हो तो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाते हैं BIIS में भी, राइट? सो देखो ये व्हाट्सएप कितना ओमनी प्रेजेंट हो गया, परमात्मा ना हो गया, सब जगह पे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप चलता है. इतना इम्पैक्टफुल जब काम किया उसने, राइट, तो उसका उसका एवरेज, उसके कितना पैसा मिला उसको, 19 बिलियन US डॉलर्स. जस्ट इमेजिन, राइट? I'll give you another example of this guy. His name is Leo Mavely. He started a startup called as Axano. Okay, this startup has been promoted by Gujarat. Okay, ये जब आया हमारे पास, he was a fresh pass out from a B.Tech biotech from Kerala. Okay, did not know how to speak Gujarati. He went around places, रांची गया, कहीं बक्सर गया, फिर खड़गपुर गया. सब बोलते थे यार तो MSc कर ले, M.Tech कर ले, कुछ ऐसा MBA कर लो. तो बोलता है मैं ये कुछ तो करना नहीं चाहता हूँ, आई वांट टू, मुझको कुछ बहुत बड़ा करना है, ये करूंगा फिर बाद में मैं नौकरी ढूंढ लूंगा. तो ही रिफ्यूज टू ज्वाइन अ मास्टर्स डिग्री प्रोग्राम. ओके, सो वन प्रोफेसर इन रांची टोल्ड हिम दैट बाबा तुमको जो करना है तुम एक काम करो, तुम अहमदाबाद जाओ, अहमदाबाद जाकर के ढूंढो. So this guy, this is how he came to Ahmedabad. He came here and he proposed that, see, I don't have any idea how will I do, the kind of a dream that I want, but I want that eventually I want to own a biotech company, right? So he joined an entrepreneurship development program, 1 year long program, where he learned business opportunity identification. He learned some of some techniques as to finance कैसे होता है, कैसे technology कैसे बढ़ता है, IPR कैसे होता है. So he learned over 1 year. As a part of the curriculum, you had to identify a project on which you will want to work. So they have to pick up 10 projects. देन तुम्ही को उसमें से 5 प्रोजेक्ट्स निकालने होते हैं कि भाई चलो ये नहीं करूंगा, ये नहीं करूंगा, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. सो ऐसे करते करते ही आइडेंटिफाइड वन प्रोजेक्ट ऑन विच, sorry, I went ahead. Yeah, so he identified one project which was based on biopolymers. Okay, he identified a project how how using chitosan you can make some polymers and how you can make bandages, right? So what are these bandages? These are instant bandages. आपको कट गया, आपने बैंडेज लगाया तो within 90 seconds it can stop bleeding, right? And he built this company called as XIO, right? स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने, गुजरात सरकार ने इसके पीछे पैसा लगाया था, राइट? तो हमने जब पैसा लगाया तो उसने विद इन 4.5-5 years उसने सारा पैसा लौटा दिया. और कितना लौटा है मालूम है? उसने 7x रिटर्न किया. हमने 1 करोड़ रुपए दिया था, उसने 7 करोड़ रुपए लौटा है. ओके, विद इन 4.5-5 years. तुम जानते हो कि फिक्स डिपॉजिट में भी इतना पैसा बढ़ता नहीं है. फिक्स डिपॉजिट में भी आप देखोगे 7 साल 8 साल में 100 के 200 होते हैं. इसने 100 के 700 बना करके दिए, राइट? तो ये जो है, दिस इज ऑल पॉसिबल ओनली व्हेन योर स्टार्टअप इज टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन और टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड. ओके, सो विद दिस बैकग्राउंड, इट इज फॉर दिस रीजन हम चाह रहे हैं कि आप लोग भी ऐसा सपना देखिए, ऐसा बड़ा सोचिए और कुछ ऐसा बड़ा काम करिए. और इसके लिए जो है, पहले ही दिन आपको इनॉग्रल हुआ नहीं हुआ, तुरंत उसके बाद आपको जो है इनोवेशन और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का एक डोज दिया जा रहा है, राइट? कि देखो इस तरीके से बड़ा कुछ किया जा सकता है. अब ये सब करने में हाउ डज गवर्नमेंट हेल्प यू? जैसे इस मतलब इसके जेब का एक पैसा नहीं लगा, मेहनत लगी, लेकिन मेहनत करने के लिए तो हम बैठे हैं, है ना? तो मेहनत लगेगी, लेकिन जो है, जैसे मैंने बताया कि मेहनत तो उसकी लगेगी, लेकिन पैसा कहां से आ रहा है? पैसा सरकार लगा रही है, राइट? पैसा सरकार लगा रही है और भी सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स लगा रही है. तो ऐसा भी है, कभी कभी आजकल बहुत कॉम्पिटिटिव हो गया है, तो थोड़ा पैसा आपको भी लगाना होता है, राइट? Okay, let us move to how government, which are the government organizations which are there in research funding and technology commercialization. So as I said, I'll first give some examples of central government and then move to state government. Okay, बहुत briefly बताता हूँ. So S&T system in India, you have central government S&T, independent research institutes, in-house R&D of private industry, then state government S&T departments, central socio-economic and other ministries, all of them help and build up the S&T or science and technology system in India, right? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स में कितने सारे डिपार्टमेंट? डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एटॉमिक एनर्जी, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ साइंसेज, इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल रिसर्च. ओके, ये सारे. अलाउ मी टू टेक जस्ट दिस एंड हेलो. हाँ, मैं टॉक में हूँ, बाद में बात करता हूँ, शाम को बात करता हूँ, अभी नहीं होगा घर पे कोई. So, Department of Science, Defense Research and Development Organization, Indian Council of Medical Research, CSIR, इतने सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं और सब बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. बहुत अच्छी तरीके से इनोवेशन जो कोई कर रहा है उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए बहुत अच्छे अच्छे स्कीम्स भी है. इसमें से स्पेशली अमंग्स दीज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, जो हमारी भी पेरेंट मिनिस्ट्री बनती है, सृष्टि की भी पेरेंट मिनिस्ट्री बनती है. तो ये मिनिस्ट्री के 3 डिपार्टमेंट्स बनते हैं: डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी एंड डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंटिफिक एंड इंडस्ट्रियल रिसर्च. एंड इनके डिपार्टमेंट्स तो है ही, ये जो लाट लगी हुई है ना, वो सब डिपार्टमेंट्स है, लेकिन इनके कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, जैसे इसने एक सेक्शन 25 कंपनी बनाई जिसका नाम है बायरैक, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी इंडस्ट्री रिसर्च असिस्टेंस काउंसिल. फिर टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड बनाया, फिर टाइफैक बनाया, ओके, टेक्नोलॉजी इंफॉर्मेशन फोरकास्टिंग असेसमेंट काउंसिल बनाया, CSIR बनाया, NRDC बनाया, ओके, नेशनल रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन. ये सब ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जो है इन मिनिस्ट्रीज के अंदर में बने हैं. इनकी भी बहुत सारी स्कीमें हैं एंड मे बी सम टाइम वी विल टॉक अबाउट ईच ऑफ देम, राइट? Under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, you have ICAR, Under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, you have ICMR, or Indian Council of Medical Research. Under Ministry of Ayush, you have Medicinal and Aromatic Plants Board. Under Ministry of Earth Sciences, you have the Department of Atomic Energy. All of them support bio research in the field of biological sciences. Ministry of MSME also supports to a certain extent. Similarly, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare also supports. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, okay, also supports in one or the other form. Right? But as I said, my focus is on state government, so I will miss this out. How does DRDO organizations help? I'll miss this out. Okay, in fact, there are certain important aspects. See, काम करोगे तो किस फील्ड में काम करना, ऐसे फील्ड में काम करो कि जिसमें जिसका फ्यूचर है. तो ये जो है टेक्नोलॉजी इंफॉर्मेशन फोरकास्टिंग एंड असेसमेंट काउंसिल हैज ऑलरेडी वर्कड आउट challenging areas. They have come up saying that how will life in 2035 will be, okay, and they have come up with this elaborate fantastic document which very clearly states as to how is you know uh, how is life going to be impacted in 2035, correct? So you can work on those aspects, and then so this is where you can identify your innovative project, okay, and hence I had put this slide up there. Now, funding scenario, what are the government support systems that are there for, you know, that a project, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, yes, मैंने इस तरीके से इसको बंद कर दिया. Yeah, so
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
So there are some students who don't understand Hindi, so they are requesting to have session in English only.
sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So a project, um, an innovative project needs to go through certain number of phases, certain number of stages. An idea, okay, initially needs to be, you need to investigate the idea, okay. Then you get proof of the concept, right? So there is some funding that is needed to convert an idea into proof of concept. Once you have proof of concept, then you need to develop a prototype and you need to demonstrate that the prototype is working. Then you take trials and approvals, okay, then you build, then you go ahead making a commercial production of it, and eventually when this product are being sold in market and they are being used by customers, that is when product is in use. And it is a long journey, and this long journey needs funding at different stages or different types of funds that are needed, right? These funds are R&D funds, then POC funds, seed funding, early stage, expansion, later stage. And this is the amount of, sometimes, you need funding in, for this stage you need anywhere between 5 to 15 lakhs. For this stage you need up to 50 lakhs. For this you need anywhere between 50 lakh to 2 crore. For this 2 to 10 crore, and so on and so forth. So for where does this money come from? Okay, you find that VCs are venture capitals and PE is private equity. They give money, but they give money only at later stage. So if you have a project which is at this stage, these people won't give in money. Okay, then there are angel investors, but the angel investors come only at this stage. Okay, they don't come before the prototype is demonstrated, which means that this is also not available. Then who are these people who come up at relatively early stage? 3Fs. Okay, friends, family and fools, right? So friends जो है वो पैसा लगाते हैं, family जो है वो पैसा लगाते हैं कि यार बच्चे की, he wants to try out with some project, let me give him some money. But in addition to this, there are so many number of central government schemes that help you for this purpose. Okay, similarly, various state governments are also working in this field. Karnataka government, Telangana government, Andhra Pradesh government, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, all of them, okay, you get to see they have this kind of departments who are working dedicatedly. In case of government of Gujarat, there are so many number of departments, there are so many number of organizations which are working in order to promote innovation and entrepreneurship. The key departments which support entrepreneurship and innovation are education department through its SSIP, Student Startup and Innovation Program. And then you have Industries Commissionerate, which also supports. Then you have Agriculture Department supports through Gujarat Agro Industries Corporation. But but Government of Gujarat's Department of Science and Technology, which is my parent department, it supports through these many number of organizations. So Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission was the only organization earlier existing. Out of this, three new organizations: Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center, Gujarat Biotechnology University, and Savli Technology and Business Incubator. These three departments have come. These three organizations have come in. However, Gujarat Informatics Limited is also there to support IT, ITES related projects. सिर्फ mention कर रहा हूँ because I understand most of you are biologists and you are focused on bio related aspects. So for you, it is this Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, which is the key or most important organization. This is where I come from. Okay. And we offer the same story from idea to proof of concept to prototype to rights, approvals, trials, commercial production, and product in use. I did talk to you about this value chain, right? And the amount of money that is needed at different stages. Okay. So here, these are the number of schemes of the state government which can help you at different stages. Which are the schemes? Let me talk to you about each of them in detail. Okay. So these are the ones, right? But it is not only money. You need support in all different forms. You need support for funding, you need support for spaces. Okay, for example, you have an idea, but do you not need a lab to try working it out? This is where incubators come in place. And hence, spaces, greenfield, brownfield, or incubation spaces, these things are important. Then comes technology mentoring and venture support. Mentoring, technology scouting, technology transfer, regulatory aspects. So all these types of mentoring is available here. Funding, there are different types of funding. Ideation funding is risky, but then someone gives that. Grant funding, okay, ये वापस नहीं लौटाना है, ये grant है. So state government gives lot of this kind of grant funding. Then seed funding, okay, this is again at very early stages, seed funding. There's one more, and that is venture support, equity based venture support. So this is also a part of funding at a later stage. Then other capacity building and hand holding. So these all aspects are being addressed by state governments. Right? As I said, these are the organizations which have come out of GSBTM. इस GSBTM में से जन्मे हुए ये तीन organizations है. Right? The focus of Gujarat Biotech Research Center is it is focused on applied research for societal problems needing BT interventions, biotech interventions. Right? Savli Technology and Business Incubator is focused on incubation of biotech-based startups. And Gujarat Biotechnology University is a university dedicated on biotech education. So these are the three organizations that have come from GSBTM. GSBTM right now is handled by three joint directors. R&D is taken care of by Dr. Snehal Bakhtaria. Business development, this is myself, and joint director human resource development is Dr. Anand Bhadalkar. The charge of mission director is also with Dr. Snehal Bakhtaria. So all three of us right now also work under leadership of Dr. Snehal Bakhtaria. Okay. So I go back to this slide wherein if you have ideas at early stage, then we have research support scheme. I'll start detailing onto each of these schemes now and get into details of how you can get supported under each of them. Right. So sorry. So research support scheme is a fantastic scheme which supports innovative projects across different fields: agriculture, biotechnology, animal biotechnology, healthcare biotechnology, environmental biotechnology. Okay, there is no financial limit. The scheme is open round the year. Preferably, the project should be of 3 years, but the project should be very specific and focusing on specific problem areas that have been identified by state government. You will get to see the details on our website. You can go to our website or you can directly go to this site also. you will get proper links from our website. Okay, I'll show that towards the end of the presentation. But the focus has to be process or product or prototype. So product, process, prototype should be the focus. Okay. We have also funded bioinformatics and supercomputing facilities centers, okay, in academic and research organizations. So students can go there and take benefit of this bioinformatics facility. If your project is based on some biocomputing, you can do that. Human resource development, we support not only students, teachers, and so on and so forth, but we also groom the future biotech entrepreneurs of the state through biotechnopreneur program. I have a slide for this purpose, and I'll talk elaborately about this later on. Business development is the vertical which helps you to support research and innovation, especially when it is related to when there is a business model uh, associated with it. So supporting ideation, एक दिमाग में आइडिया है उसको प्रूव करना है तो आइडिएशन सपोर्ट करते हैं, प्रूफ ऑफ कंसेप्ट सपोर्ट करते हैं, वैलिडेशन, मार्केट एंट्री, स्केलिंग अप. Okay, supporting research commercialization and tech transfer, yes, we support. Supporting startups, incubation and incubators, this is also what we do. We support finishing schools, industrial testing facilities, research collaborations. We promote networking, tie-up, exhibitions, expositions as well. We support greenfield and brownfield projects. Okay, we have ourselves developed a Savli Biotech Park, okay, where it is a cluster where all biotech uh, projects can come in over there. Right? Garnering biotech investments and handholding along its life cycle. This is something that we do. Seed support, grant support, equity financing, ये सब जो है हम लोग करते हैं. Right. So now taking up the first one, ideation. I talked to you about this one, so I move to Biothon now. Okay, what is this? It is a hackathon of biotech solutions for state problems, right? So you can come up saying that yes, I have a solution for this problem. I want to work onto it. We give you close to 6 months of time to develop the project. We give you 1 lakh rupees. Try working on it. Okay. And if it works out, then there is a grand cash prize of another 1 lakh. Now we do this for 5 themes, and in each theme we support 5 such teams. So total 25 teams are supported. Each of them is given rupees 1 lakh. Okay. And at the end, in each of these theme areas, we have 1 lakh as grand cash prize for winner in each category. So each promising team also is supported through government schemes and incubation aspects, right? Then there is this cluster innovation center through which we have brought in all players of biotech to come up together, and CNIF is there, okay, IM, CII is there, and so on and so forth. So through this, how do we support? We support through the PRISM scheme of DSIR, okay, where innovators are supported in these 3 categories. This is phase 1, category 1 and 2, and this is phase 2. Right. In this case, 90% of project cost up to rupees 2 lakhs is being supported. In phase 1, category 2, 90% of project cost up to rupees 20 lakh is being supported. While in phase 2, only recipients of one of these 2 categories are able to apply. In this matter, 50% of project cost up to rupees 50 lakh is being supported. This scheme is technology agnostic. It is support to individual innovators. Okay, आपको कोई startup बनाया हुआ कुछ जरूरी नहीं है. You can be an individual innovator. You can get this. From ideation to commercialization or even scaling up operations at all stages, funding is available. And it is beyond geography. This is the only scheme where we can support people from outside of Gujarat. Okay, I mean your project is outside. You can be from anywhere. You can be from Kerala like Leo Mavili. But when you come to Gujarat, we can support you. But here in this case, your project could also be anywhere in India and still we can support you. Okay. So you can get these details on our website, btm.gujarat.gov.in. The first red tile over here, DSI, GSBTM, TOCIC, you can get details over here. Okay. Now let me quickly tell you that biotech, the state biotech policy supports startup, it also supports incubators and it supports biotech parks. Okay, so startups are supported to the tune of 30 to 35 lakh rupees. Okay, in all different ways, startups are supported. Okay, up to rupees 10 lakh grant is given for establishing pilot production facility. आप लोग लोन लोगे तो लोन लोगे तो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट जो है आउट ऑफ 10.5% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट वॉट एवर 9% ऑफ interest is being borne by state government. Okay, then 1 lakh towards market development, 1 lakh towards product prototype development, and so on and so forth. और भी बहुत सारा है ऐसा सब मिला मिला करके 14 lakh towards patenting. Okay, so close to 30-35 lakhs is being given to you here. For incubator, okay, we give 1 crore towards capex, then 50 lakhs towards software procurement, then 25 lakhs towards mentoring support. Towards OPEX, we give close to 5 crores. Okay. In Biotech Park, we give close to 25 crores as capital subsidy. So these support systems are available. So this detailed presentation is also there on our website. So I request all of you to come and visit our website btm.gujarat.gov.in and you will get to see this presentation. Okay, all details related to incentives that are available are given here. So as I said, startups, okay, these are the details about what all is available, from where it is available, at what rate it is available, and so on and so forth. Okay. If your startup grows into a unit, then there are further incentives that are available for finishing schools. There is some funding available for incubators. As I said, there is funding available. Okay, and so on and so forth. So right across the value chain, we have funding, not only funding, but also support systems that are available. This is our flagship program called as Research to Rupees, which was aimed at converting researches into enterprises. So we have already reached up to close to 2000 researchers. Okay, we have collated and formed this kind of a technology basket. Okay, where ready technologies, if you have any technologies that you want to promote, that you want to advertise, you can share it with us. We'll be happy to take it forward. Through biotechnopreneur camps, we have worked in close association with 45 industry associations and sensitized them, okay, in entrepreneurs and industry professionals onto what opportunities lie in biotechnology. Okay, this is the program I was talking to you about, biotechnopreneur program. Okay, this is a program of DST in close connect with Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India. Okay, so we have run 3 rounds, 4 rounds now. Now in this, you have classroom sessions of 4 months, and then you formulate a project over 6 months. So this makes 10 months long project, sometimes 12 months. Okay, so you first learn a lot of aspects in the classrooms. Then you actually work on a project, and how do you graduate out of this program? You yourself spin off a startup. That is how you develop this. This is the project. These are the participants, okay, who eventually become startups. You will get to see a lot of details on this website. Okay, you'll also get to see some videos that are there. Okay, I do not, if you want, maybe there's a small video that I can play if it works out here well. Let us see. I don't think we'll be able to see it here. So let us move ahead. Now this is the incubator, Savli Technology and Business Incubator that I was telling you. Here we have ready-made, furnished and equipped laboratories, okay, which you can come and use. I'll show you the interiors of the laboratories also in a while. But I want to talk to you about some of these programs. Like the first one is Idea Doodle Lab. What is this? If you have an idea, we give you an opportunity to work free of cost on your business idea that is based on biology. Come work, okay, work on your business idea and check out, okay, check out if it is working out. If it works out, then come and join our incubation program. Otherwise, you can go back, do whatever work you are doing, especially summer vacations, winter vacations. Come and work on your ideas. We allow candidates to come and work free of cost. Then we have this IP clinic, again free of cost. We have IP attorneys who come and who work on, who mentor you for developing IPR. Okay. Then mentoring, equity based, seed funding is available. Okay. Other handholdings are also available. This is the infrastructure that we have. But let me show you the infrastructure. Just a moment. I don't know. Um, I don't know if you can. Yeah, can you see this website?
So,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly take you through this kind of a virtual tour. Okay, where you can see how the laboratories work there, or somehow. Yes. So as I showed you down there in the virtual tour, you can zoom in, you can move all 360 degrees. Okay, this is the biotech park over here, and here is the incubator. You can click here and get closer to this building. Again, 360-degree view is available. As if you are using a mobile phone, you can also put it in that क्या बोलते हैं वो V box, and you can get a closer view. Lush green campus. You can come here. This is the building I was talking to you about. Let us enter the building. Okay, इधर से पीछे जा सकते हैं, इधर से. This is the building here. Okay, 3 floors, central courtyard. Okay, and I can take you other places. हाँ सर, सर एक टॉकમાં છું, થોડીક વાર મત કરો. हाँ, yeah. So sorry. Yes. So this is the building, and this is the reception, and this is where you can go. Let me directly take you to some laboratories. Okay, so let me take you to second floor and take you to some laboratories here. Okay, this is the common instrumentation lab here. This is the so these instruments are here. Okay, and you are free to use all of these instruments. Okay, let us come out, and I think I'm going to the opposite side of the, now this is the opposite side of the same lab. Okay, हम लोग इस दरवाजे से आए ना. हाँ, so this, let me take you to, now see this is where a small startup gets this kind of dedicated lab suits. It gets 125 square feet of office space and 175 square feet of lab space. Okay, let me take you inside the lab view. इधर से अंदर जाते हैं. So this is the kind of lab that the startup gets. Okay, with minor instruments are being given by the incubator, but it can, I mean, other instruments the startup can purchase by themselves. They can leave their shoes here, they can hang their aprons here, and then they can come in into this lab. Okay, so this kind of laboratory spaces are there. There are also some shared laboratory spaces. Okay, what do I mean by that? I'll just show you. They take you towards shared lab space. Then there is a plant tissue culture lab also there. Now see, this space is being used between 6 teams. Okay, one single lab, but you get one chair here, you get one working bench here, you get one stool here. Okay, so analytical, bench space and dry space. Sorry. So this is where you can use and you can work in this area. So ऐसा directly you can go from here to some specific floors and you can have a look. Okay, for example, let me take you to the pilot scale up facility. Okay, where you have, we also have the fume hood, walk-in cold room, okay, and other facilities here. Now we have a continuous centrifuge, we have uh, bioreactors and other, this is the common inoculation area and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are some of the, so this is, देखो सरकार ने बना करके रखा है, बोल रहा है आप लोग फ्री यूज करो. We have a technology and knowledge management area out here. Okay, people there to help you and mentor you onto this, all of this free of cost for first 3 months. Then if it works out, go ahead. All details you will get to see on this website called as stbi.gujarat.gov.in. तो आपको दो वेबसाइट्स मैंने बताए. इसके पहले मैंने जो एक बताया वो था btm.gujarat.gov.in, राइट. gujarat.gov.in तो याद रहेगा. BTM is for biotechnology mission. So btm.gujarat.gov.in, here you will get details about this TOCIC policy and other aspects, and the other website I showed you about the Savli Technology and Business Incubator, right? So let me now go back to the presentation and are you able to see my presentation?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
So I came back to this presentation where we work closely with a large number of organizations. If Srishti is not here, we will soon have it here. I'm sure Shahida will mind it if I and Megha will also mind it. Okay, ये सब रेड जो दिखाया है वो इसके लिए दिखाया है कि इसकी एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स खुले हैं. Okay, today is the last day. Those of you who want to apply. Okay, of course you need to be a postgraduate, but nevertheless these are some number of programs. ये देखो गुप्ता साहब इधर बीच में बैठे हैं, तो ये कुछ प्रोग्राम्स हमने साथ में भी किए हैं और इस तरीके से. और ओके, वी आर आल्सो डेवलपिंग, सिर्फ छोटा छोटा नहीं, बड़ा बड़ा, क्लोज टू 225 acres of land. ये जो दिख रहा है राइट में, this is 1,20,000 square feet of lab space. Okay, this is huge space that we are developing, and you will get details on the website that I showed you, btm.gujarat.gov.in. This is a huge park. ये जो है सारे कंपनीज हैं इधर, और ये जो बीच वाला है जो मैंने अभी दिखाया, 1,20,000 स्क्वायर फीट ऑफ लैब स्पेस वाला जो एरिया. इसके अलावा देखो हमने पैसा वेंचर फंड बनाया है जिसमें हमने क्लोज टू 13.40 crores हमने पैसा लगाया. जब ये किया तो एक नया फंड बनाया, गुजरात बायोटेक स्टार्टअप फंड, वेयरिन वी आर पुटिंग इन 13.31 crores for this purpose. Okay, this is how we have support systems across value chain, right from problem or need identification till your product is in use. Okay, across the value chain, we awareness programs, yes, we are doing, technology scouting, yes, institutional support, facilitation, you name, and we are doing all of these aspects, right? So how do you get started? Be the change you want to see. This is my last summary slide. Okay, we can help you finding grant or seed or equity funding. We can help you filing patents, IPR. We can help you find place to work. We can help you find mentors. Can help you find teammates, possibly everything. Reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to help you. ये थोड़ा सा गुजराती में लिखा है क्योंकि ये एक जोक है, राइट? दोज ऑफ यू हु डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड, लेकिन हिंदी में भी आई कैन स्टिल, यू नो, असरकारी, हम लोग सिर्फ सरकारी तरीके से काम नहीं, असरकारी तरीके से काम करें और असरकारी तरीके से काम करें, ऐसा थोड़ा सा एक जो मतलब वो बताने की कोशिश की है. So thank you so much. These are the email addresses that you can write. gujaratbiotech@gmail.com also comes to me. ssibtm@gujarat.gov.in comes to me. Guj Biotech comes to my team members. Okay, so you can write to any one of us. And thank you so much for your attention. I am now available for your questions if you have any. Yes, please. यार पता नहीं चलता है लोग जाग रहे हैं कि सो गए, क्या है. Saksham wants to say something. Yes, Saksham, please go ahead.
Sir, there's a little question in my mind that from
Please go.
today, sir, we have heard that proof of concept. My area of my research field is like immunology and cancer biology.
Okay.
So when we go for these kind of projects, then mostly a core research work is obtained from our studies. So
Okay.
how do we convert those things into a proof of concept or into an entrepreneurship opportunity?
Fantastic. This is, I mean, I'm so glad you asked this question. This will be of help to everyone. Okay. See, um, slowly, over your experience, you will slowly start understanding. But this is a very good question for an undergraduate or for a postgraduate student, as to it is important that you be able to break your problem into parts, as to what is it that I want to show. Okay, first component is if I can show A to B, then that will help me. If A is getting converted to B, then आगे का सब काम है. But if A is not getting converted to B, A is getting converted to C, okay, then it is a whole different trajectory, right? So break your component into parts, number one. Number two, now you have to prove that yes, B is being formed, either substrate depletion or product formation. You know these concepts. Okay, so this is how you show that yes, this product which was earlier not present, now it is available. So this is how you go ahead building in parts. Now you show proof of the concept of entire A to B to C to D to E. So entire all of this. So this is what we call as proof of concept. That yes, my hypothesis is, let me give you an example, simpler one, and that is of, say, breaking down a simple chemical molecule, okay, that is produced by a certain industry. I have a bacteria which converts that molecule into, it uses the same pollutant as a food molecule, as food for itself, and it breaks down into, but is it breaking down into something that is environmentally not acceptable? I have to show that. So no, it attacks the pollutant, it converts it into B to C, C to D, and eventually it converts it into such moieties that are not harmful to the environment. Then this is, I have to show proof of this. This is proof of concept. Now comes the second important component, and weaving a business model around it. Okay, which means that which are the industries who might want to employ this project. Okay, so who are the ones which produce this pollutant molecule? So if I can reach out to those industries and say कि बाबा तुम लोग वो pollutant molecule बनाते हो, I have a bacteria which can break down your pollutant and which can give a solution for the environment. How will that be? Good. But then you will have to scale up your project to show that it is workable either in a pilot scale or at a whatever scale model it is, right? So then there is a business model that comes around it. Okay, for example, you say ki, okay, I can do this, but if it is going to cost huge amount of money, would that industry be ready to do that? No. Then what to do? Okay, then you have to break it into a component that it is affordable to him, right? And for that purpose, okay, for example, mm, is it affordable for me uh, to reach Delhi, you know, fast? Um, but then that is going to cost me a lot. But then, you know, if I have my own jet or whatever, that is going to cost me a lot. But when I make it a huge Boeing with large number of passengers, eventually that makes it affordable. So can you sort of make it affordable? So business model is ensuring techno commercial feasibility, and this is where the business model comes into place. Okay, don't rush into anything. धीमे 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 तुम देखते जाओगे, then you can go about solving and you will be able to reach out to something like that. Have I answered you, Saksham?
Some extent, yes, sir. So my particular question was towards the medical technology, like because of the regulations and everything being humans involved, these things rather turn out not turn out to be an entrepreneur opportunity.
No, they are in fact a lot of, if you check out right now,
Yes, sir.
maximum number of startups are in the field of healthcare, or medical or healthcare. Why? Because it is a burning problem. Okay, and people will be more than happy to chip in money for health related problems. Okay, so in spite of regulatory aspects, in spite of difficulties, still there is a possibility of raising money and making sure that you are able to weave a startup around it, right? And hence don't jump to uh, conclusions per se, but you work on what is your problem. Also make sure that there are no existing solutions per se. Okay, for example, I know this particular startup who came up with a diagnostic kit. Okay, one drop of blood and it tells you it diagnoses between three vector-borne diseases: malaria, chikungunya, and dengue. Right? प्रॉब्लम क्या होता था, आज किसी को प्रॉब्लम है, दे गो टू, दे चेक अप फर्स्ट, अरे मलेरिया तो नहीं है, देन यू अगेन गो एंड चेक आउट कि भाई डेंगी है कि नहीं है, इट टेक्स सम मोर टाइम. In this case, one drop of blood and all three results come up. Don't you think it is a fantastic model? Of course, it needs regulatory and a lot of other clinical trials and whatever aspects, but not as much as uh, one that you need to work on a human body. This is a diagnostic kit which is outside the body. So this is where you can work on different aspects. Yeah. I
Okay, sir.
understand. Nitya Shri, someone has a question there. Yes, Nitya. Yeah, who? Uh, Nityashri, you have a question? Oh,
I request all the students, please discuss your query with sir, and any question regarding your startup, or if you have any idea.
I think Janak Dave has a question there.
Yes, sir. So I just
Please.
wanted to know a difference between funding and a grant. We hear them a lot, but are they same or are they different, sir?
Mm, grant uh, is not returnable. I mean, grant funding means that it is given off, right? But funding can be of different types. Sometimes you have to return, right? Sometimes you have to return along with interest. Sometimes that interest is small interest, so it is soft loans, or um, it can be huge interest. Sometimes it could be related to भाई चलो fund तो दिया, but you don't return in terms of interest, but you return in terms of equity, okay, which means partnership in your startup. So funding can be of these different types, while grant funding necessarily means that you give off that money and forget, right?
Okay, sir.
Yes, Shashwat has a question.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
I'm part of this startup. We're called EDOC Medical Services, right?
Sorry?
And I mean, I'm part of this startup, sir. I have co-founded one of these startups, EDOC Medical Services Private Limited.
Fantastic.
Right. We are trying to build medical technology. One or two products are already out in the market, but now we have a few research ideas, which need some, some good amount of funding. The problem is when we go to local investors or everybody in the circle, they keep saying evaluate your company and get back to us, because on that basis, what percentage of shares will they be keeping and what is the amount they'll be giving, that is when they decide. But the thing is, our company hasn't generated a huge amount of revenue. So when we say evaluation, do we only talk about the revenue that we have generated, or the intellectual, whatever products that we have built, whatever whoever the employees are they all counted in the same equation when you are evaluating a company?
You're evaluating not only these aspects, but also, for example, um, you have four hypotheses. Okay, if you have negated two of them, you worked on two hypotheses, and yes, these are not yielding. Okay, that also becomes a part of the valuation that you have already cleared. Now you are left with these two hypotheses, and you know that one of these will work. So all the leads that you have got, all the research work that you have done, all the amount that you have put in, now there are various means of valuation, right? Of course you would know the cost method, then there are some opportunity method, the market method, and so on and so forth. So uh, however, I understand that you have a startup which is working on one field, but you now have some other research ideas, right?
Correct.
Right. So what I would suggest is maybe a part of this, if you can put on auto run mode, okay, and you can have new partners who can now focus on the new problem areas and have newer startups or newer verticals within your startup. Okay, that will eventually help you, because see, if you are a startup which is focusing only on a single product or a single idea, okay, that when a startup is being evaluated, I'm not saying valued, I'm saying when a startup is being evaluated, okay, you you think that yes, it is focusing its energies onto one particular vertical, it is focusing itself onto one particular question, good, okay, but what if that does not work out? So in this case, when you are working on other research areas, okay, with a small dedicated team for those aspects, it helps. It helps because then you have some backup plans there, right? Which helps in both evaluation and valuation of the startup. Evaluation in terms of competitions, and you know that gives you some visibility when you become the best startup in this category, that category, etc., etc. Yeah. I don't know if I was visible. I mean, I was audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any other questions?
So you mentioned about the atomic center to be involved in biotech.
Yes.
So how is that? How does this play role? Atomic center plays role in biotech.
Actually, Department of Atomic Energy, DAE, supports certain number of projects. One of the most interesting ones is the SHRI project. Uh, SHRI is sludge hygienization. Um, SHR and I, sludge hygienization, um, and RI stands and sludge hygienization. R stands for something and I stands for irradiation. So this is a BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, has come up with a pilot project with Vadodara Municipal Corporation in Baroda at Gajrawadi area, where they not only using cobalt 60, they hygienize the sludge, but they also now add microbes and make it, convert it into biofertilizers, which give amazing results. I have seen it for my own self. Okay, I have seen huge okra, इतना लंबा लंबा okra, बहुत अच्छा डेवलप किया हुआ, and so on and so forth. Fantastic.
So for the
So
remediation
this
purposes.
kind of irradiation purposes, yes. Also diagnostic, also therapeutic purposes. You have irradiation being worked. Devraj has a question. Devraj is pursuing his MSc from NISCARE, and um, he's pursuing his, he has done his B Farm and now doing his MSc from NISCARE. And otorhino, what is that?
Otorhinolaryngology, sir.
Yes. What is that?
Sir, related to, sir, the ear, nose, and throat, Department of the ENT in
Sorry?
Medical, Department of the Medical
Right,
Science, Department of the ENT, ear, nose, and throat. So it is the
right,
like disease on the ear,
right.
otorhinolaryngology, like said vertigo and tinnitus as well, ototoxicity. So, sir, I
Okay.
want just get the project to new research, new drug research in the otorhinolaryngology, sir. So, sir, please, sir, tell me, sir,
That's
how
fine,
I
but
can.
right. But I mean, ICMR can be of help, but you can also check out as to what molecules are you talking about, what will they impact, if you can work on, because uh, if it is also working on antivirals, then you have special drives for antiviral in DBT, BIRAC, and so on and so forth. You can try out all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Pratiksha has a question for research opportunities in the field of nanotechnology. You also have nanotech mission operating under Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. We also have centers of excellence in the field of nanotechnology under Gujarat Council of Science and Technology of TST, Government of Gujarat. Okay, but we have a lot of startups in STBI who are working in the field of nanotechnology, and I somehow feel that it is easy to build business models around nanotech related projects. So all the best. Yes, it can be very creative and you can work around these ones. And there is a lot of funding. These guys, nanotech guys also get investors relatively easily is my observation. Yeah. So Pratiksha, does that answer you?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Yes. So if there are no more questions, I think I'll thank all of you for your patient hearing, especially when it is when you don't get to see the people whom you are talking to, it gets a little difficult. Now, of course, we are trying to get into this new normal, but uh, I hope I've been able to do justice. Yeah, so thank you so much.
I think there are no more questions. Raghu, you have a question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir, for this. It was really wonderful and very informative. And I hope this would be beneficial for the students, as at this age they are getting so much information about this entrepreneurship and the startups. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you have any question, you can put down here or you can mail me. So I can convey that to Dr. Bhadalkar, sir. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you for supporting every time we ask you for the help, and you are always there for us.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. Yes, and anyone of you want